Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Platinum Achievements Podcast, your favorite consistently inconsistent gaming related podcast. As always, I am Ray. Today is August 8th, 2 days after my grandmother's 90th birthday. She's still kicking. And you officially have 138 shopping days left until Christmas. Right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, I was going to have a couple episodes up by this point. It's been a few weeks. But for some reason, Audacity kept just deleting my files once I was finished with them. So that was great. Lost a few things there. But we're here. We're here and we're gaming. I got a lot of stuff to catch you up on. So let us begin. Platinum or trophy count will start there. I don't believe there's any real changes. Let me load it up. Trophies. I've still not bought anything on PlayStation, so I'm holding strong. Holding strong indeed. Hold on, something's up with the mic. Oop. No, that's right. The gain, maybe? Hello? Is that better? That looks better to me. So trophies, yeah, we're still sitting pretty at 158 platinums, 1081 gold, 1310 silver, and 3136 bronze skis. Sam's been playing a couple things here and there, like Astrobot. I think we talked about it already. I 100%ed Astrobot, but I believe we talked about that. Let me double check. When did I complete it? 7-6? Yeah, it's definitely not been a month, so we must have talked about that last time. I do intend to dive back into some PlayStation stuff soon. I'm thinking I'll probably inadvertently participate in that kind of a not protest, but just a not playing games. I think between that's who's doing it. There's like a boycott going on for like a week. No, I think it's Does It Play is promoting it. PSN. Does It Play? I feel like it's Does It Play. Yeah, it's this one. They're calling for a 1 week blackout on PlayStation in August. No logins, no play sessions, no purchase of any Sony platform. Starting August 23rd, 7 p.m. to August 30th, 7 p.m. I'll probably inadvertently end up doing that. If I was solely a PlayStation player, it'd be slightly more difficult. I don't know if we necessarily need to be going to that extent. I think just the no purchases would work. So that whole thing's a sticky situation because I'm 100% on the side of we at least need the physical game option. But I feel like as long as they're not directly getting your money, it's kind of okay. Like for that week, I would say don't buy anything, microtransactions, games, etc. But if you already own it, I feel like you should still be able to play. This is their thing; they'll get to decide it. But you know, it's a demonstration. It's just a boycott of sorts. Hopefully, not like the Call of Duty boycott. And I'm here for it because it's a pretty easy challenge. I was listening to a podcast and they were recommending that to really show Sony was what in the butt to do this 1 week thing, but for the whole month of September, and that's interesting and a lot tougher. Again, I don't think we necessarily need to go to the extent of don't do anything. I think if you're playing the games but you're not buying, I think that sends just as much of a message. Because yeah, they're still going to count like the monthly active users or whatever, but what they really care about is, money spent. So that's where I'm at on that whole issue. I'll inadvertently participate probably because I'll be playing Xbox games or reading a book or watching a movie or whatever. So I've been getting into a lot of reading lately, too. Let me go over the Xbox stuff, and then I will go over like my goals for the year. I've been chipping away at a lot of good stuff. Let me see. Xbox, we're sitting pretty at 168,000. Where'd it go? 168,370 gamer score. And what that boils down to is a few things. I believe we talked about it. I completed the Power Wash Simulator 2. I completed Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake. I got a lot of progress in Myth Force, and I started Life is Strange Reunion. Uh-oh. And I'm back. The kids walked in. So yeah, where was I? Life is Strange Reunion. I started that. And I've been playing a game called Please Fix the Road, which is a really cool, interesting puzzle game. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'll start with Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake. Really good remake. I played the original way back in the day. I like that there's a few different achievements now, kind of keep you on your toes. Nothing too crazy. Oddly, they still don't require you to complete the game to get all the achievements or trophies, I would assume. So, I kind of wish they would, because once I get them all, I don't feel the need to complete the game, especially now since I've done it 2 or 3 times. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is oodles of fun. It was a fairly easy completion, especially the 7-day survivor mode. It was fun. It was a good challenge. And I would say the hardest ones to complete were 50 survivors out of them all. I think I made it dead on. One survivor died at some point. I think it was one of the guys that like hangs on the statue, I believe, in Wonderland. I think that was the only one that I missed. And then there's how did I do it? Oh, to make 7-day survivor easier, what I ended up doing was I was on my 4th playthrough, I believe. I got every survivor out, or 50 survivors. So that gives you I believe that gives you the infinite ammo magazine, which is great. And then I also, once you get the 50 or the infinite ammo, then you do another run where you take a rocket launcher underground the tunnel at the end, and that's where you can grind out your 53,294 or 52,394? Grind out all those kills, get your Mega Man blaster with infinite ammo, and you're good to go. And then you just go on your 7-day survivor run. You get the health magazines for 150 and 25% increase in health. And then you just search for food. It's limited. I've never actually done all this before. The original game is much harder. Someday I'll go back and do it. And I had a lot of fun. It was a very fun game. Great experience to play. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about it with. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. The quality of life changes are great. The time skipping mechanic is very helpful for completing all your challenges, especially the 7-day survivor, because otherwise I think it takes like 8 hours or something like that. And that's when it destroys your 360. So at some point, I do hope to go back and do the 360 version, which I own upstairs. The Xbox One version. Those are the 2 Dead Rising games I don't have completed on Xbox. Except I don't know where, I think I've talked about it before. I don't know where my Xbox One version went. I'm 90% sure I bought it and it just disappeared. So there's that. Then we got Myth Force. I'm at 650 gamer score out of 1,000. What I have left to do is, well, first of all, Myth Force is a dungeon crawling RPG game. Little rogue, light or like. I don't know the difference because I'm stunad. But very fun. 80s, like 80s cartoon themed. Think like G.I. Joe, Transformers kind of, but it's fantasy. That style. What is going on? What's that? Oh, the dog's eating. So I have everything completed except for you have to complete boss 1 on super hard, boss 2 on double super hard, and boss 3 on triple super hard called Mythic 123. I also have to debuff one enemy with 4 different debuffs. I have to what is this? Oh, defeat a bunch of lizardmen, acolytes. Oh no, the lizardmen I did. I need to do the acolytes 250. I need to the debuffs. Yep. Oh, and then the skeleton, 250 skeletons, that bugged for me. So the challenge is complete in the game, but the achievement isn't unlocked. So I'm hoping that once I do everything else, I can just delete my save and restart and just kill 250 skeletons. Fun game, though. I will recommend Myth Force, especially if you can get it on sale like I did. Then I was playing a game called Please Fix the Road. I was able to get it for free from the devs. They were doing some sort of Discord participation thing. And I'm 25% through the game. There's 140 levels. It is basically you need to alter roads to allow for cars and boats and things like that to go from their initial point to the finish line. It's a little tricky of a puzzle game, but it's pretty fun. Not a difficult game. I'm sure there's a guide if I really want to, but I've been kind of enjoying just trying to figure out the puzzles. And yeah, I have, 75% of the game to go, and then a few miscellaneous things. They're not difficult at all. I mean, the puzzles get kind of tricky, but the miscellaneous achievements are not difficult. Wheel World is complete, but I think I'd already done that. But I started Life is Strange Reunion. Foxy, stop barking, silly. But I started Life is Strange Reunion, and I got to the point where Max and Chloe finally reunite, and it's a good-looking game. There's visual jank, as I would call it, where some assets don't load in like in the background, and then they pop in. At this point, that just kind of feels like the charm of the game. I love the Life is Strange franchise. I'm actually following Maka's guide for it because I don't really want to play the game 2 or 3 times just to, although I think I have to play it 2 times. But there's I think one playthrough Chloe has to be dead, and I think one she has to be alive, I think is the deciding factor. I like how in the beginning you can just make the choices that are crucial. So Chloe dead or alive, who you romanced in the last game. I think if you've accepted or rejected Safi at the end. So yeah, Max and Chloe reunited. Safi is maybe there, most likely there, as shapeshifted into another form. And, Max is yet again trying to stop a calamity. I think, from what I remember, this is supposed to be the last Life is Strange game, at least with Max and Chloe. So, I'm chipping through it, having a blast. But then also, aside from that, I've been doing, chipping away at my... Hold on, let me check pizza real quick. Oh, I'm making some pizza. It's almost done. I've been chipping away at my New Year's resolution to complete a bunch of games before... like one game a month from a certain list, or just hopefully complete 12 games by the end of the year, specific games. And I'm getting there. I already talked about it. I have 6 games left. I did Life is Strange Double Exposure, Dead Rising Remake, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Twin Breakers, Origami, Dead Rising 4. So all that's left on the list is Horizon Forbidden West, Resident Evil 4, Sneak King, Dark Souls 3, and Shadow of War. New Tales from the Borderlands will be probably... I'm debating on it. I want to do Life is Strange, and then I might do Tides of Tomorrow. Or is it Tides of Tomorrow? Yeah, Tides of Tomorrow. And then I'll probably jump into New Tales of the Borderlands while also doing Please Fix the Road and maybe a couple other small games. That's my plan right now for the next load of games. And then Sneak King's in there somewhere. Movies, I've actually been on a slight binge of movie watching. I watched Blu-rays. Let's see. Incredibles 2, The Last of Us Season 1 we finished. C-Lab 2021, I also finished Season 1. Aqua Teen Forever Phantasm. Dragon Ball Z, Android 13, and BoJack Unbound, and then also Tenet. I'll talk about a couple of them. Aqua Teen Forever Phantasm was a fun movie. I used to watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force on Adult Swim when I was a wee lad. Definitely too young. I enjoyed Incredibles 2 a lot more this time around than when I saw it in theaters. The DBZ movies, Android 13 and BoJack Unbound, 46-minute movies. Never saw them. They're fun. I like watching old school anime like that. And then there's Tenet, which will blow out your speakers because Nolan doesn't know how to mix audio. But it was fun. I enjoyed watching it and piecing everything together. Fun time. And then, I've been reading a couple books. I'm chipping away at a lot of stuff, trying to not buy things if I can help it. Well, let's see. I finished Gears of War Fear Rising, finished Justice, finished Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, Night Terrors, Dark Nightmares, and then I'm currently reading 1984. I'm like about halfway through that, and then next will probably be Fight Club. And now I'm going to go check the pizza. And I'm back. I also, I forgot to mention, I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day last night. Very good Spider-Man movie. Probably the best one of the Tom Hollands. It was very enjoyable. I'm very excited. Amanda really wanted to see it. I've been kind of iffy on the MCU. They've really kind of burned me out. And my excitement for this movie, aside from Spider-Man, I heard very good things about it. It was cool to see some of the characters show up. I won't spoil anything. The director, I think his name's Dustin something Cregan. Let me double check that real quick, And then once we're done with this section, we'll go over some news stories, and then we'll bounce. Spider-Man, he's a spider, and sometimes a man. Who directed it? Oh, Dustin Daniel Creighton? It was cool, and it was good. It was really cool. Oh, he did Shang-Chi as well. Dude, he is the prime. Oh, I did Just Mercy. He's done some movies. What else did he do? Oh, I gotta turn the oven off. Hang on. Coming right on back. Everybody, the Baja Blast. Dustin Daniel Creighton, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Shang-Chi, and soon to be the live-action Naruto movie. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It was kind of cool to see Brand New Day, and then, also from Shang-Chi, having seen that, really enjoying that movie. Just seeing how the way he shoots his movies, his framing and everything, how it could relate to like a Naruto, and let me tell you, it could. It could. So, yeah, that's the non-gaming news updated. I had PlayStation news somewhere. We'll start with PlayStation news. Where is it? Oh, the PlayStation monthly games were announced. This was July 28th, so about like 10 days ago or so. If you haven't already seen it, your PlayStation Plus Essential Monthly Games, Dying Light 2, Stay Human Reloaded Edition, Big Walk, and Signalis. Installed all of them. Big Walk, I think, launched onto PS Plus. A little friend slap for you. A little Dying Light 2, which I love the first Dying Light. Then there's Signalis, which I don't know much about, but they all look like pretty solid games, which is exciting. I don't know. So it's Dying Light 2, PS5, PS4 version, so you're getting 2 platinums there. Big Walk is a PS5 game, Signalis PS4. So, good news, everyone, if you're interested in getting some trophies. Next up, we're going to speed through a couple older Xbox stories, and then something that's more topical, because I think this one just happened a few days ago. Yeah, 3 days. Okay, so first, I'm playing Human Fall Flat with Sammy a little bit. He seems kind of into it. And they released an update in over a year that adds 8 new achievements for, test chamber level. Available now. I have like 3 or 4 or 5 DLC levels that I have to get through. I like that they add levels and add achievements and trophies, but I really wish they'd stop because I want to have the game completed finally. And the second one's coming. Let me see. When is the second one? Human Fall Flat 2. God, I love Human Fall Flat. Such a fun little physics game. Do they have a release date? Development windowed for 2026 release. Developers choose to rebuild parts of the game from scratch. Perfect signature, goofy physics. Blah 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 blah. No release date, but it seems imminent. So keep an eye out. Next up, original. This is all the Xbox portion because there wasn't a lot. There's not a lot of PlayStation news. I don't feel, especially tying to like trophies and things. At least that I'm like super paying attention to. I think all these news stories are from True Achievements. Original Xbox games are finally getting achievements in 2026. So, again, an older story, but I just want to, get my thoughts out. The 4 games, the first ones that are getting achievements retroactively. Blinks the Time Sweeper, never played it, but makes me want to play it. Conquer Live and Reloaded, same thing. Crimson Sky's High Road to Revenge. If it's a plain game, I'm probably not going to play it. And then Fusion Frenzy is kind of like an iconic Xbox game, so probably going to play that at some point. I think it was on sale for like $1.80. I didn't pick it up, but I may at some point. I believe they're all on... I think they're all, for the most part, on the Essential tier. I think they're on Essential. Game Pass, Ultimate, Premium. Yeah, Game Pass Essential for Blinks, for... Conquer Live and Reloaded not on Game Pass? I'm not seeing it. Huh. I could have sworn that one was. What about Crimson Skies? Xbox Game Pass for Crimson Skies, Cloud Gaming. Game is available being via Xbox Game Pass Standard. It's so confusing, these tiers. What about Fusion Frenzy? Because I have Essential, I know that. Again, Game Pass Standard for Fusion Frenzy. I don't know. So, yeah, they don't have achievements yet, but they're coming. They are coming. All right, so the Fusion, that one's done. That's not really there's been an Xbox update. This was back in July. I don't remember if I talked about it. The new updates allow you to declutter your game library, do poster style tiles, which I have switched to, and they're pretty cool. So if you don't like the little squares and you want like game posters that look like cases, switch it over. It looks great. Then the big news story. According to Asha Sharma, Xbox teases Platinum style achievements coming later this year. Xbox boss Asha Sharma has teased that a Platinum trophy equivalent for Xbox achievements is officially in the works and will launch this year. Very exciting. There's not a lot of details known about how they're going to implement this. I'm really hoping they don't give it a point value. What I really would like it to be is you complete base game and you get like a medal on your profile, and you get sort of like how the trophies are now, where you get your platinum and then it actually tallies somewhere on your profile like, this is how many platinums you have. For this to be even remotely interesting to me, I would like it to just be like a tally, like you completed the base game, like the medal, like a platinum trophy. I don't want there to be any point value associated with it. And I would like it to be, 1, retroactive to all the base games you've completed, and 2, I would really like it to be applied to every game, unlike how PlayStation, where the platinum is not on every game. I know they upped gamer score from during the Xbox One generation to 1,000 for every game, because there were arcade games that were 200, then 400 at launch. I think the first 400 one was Minecraft, which was big. And then, base games for regular games were 1,000, I think, except for 1 or 2, including Middle Earth, Battle for Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle Earth, or something like that. I think that one launched at like 970. We didn't know what we were doing at the time. It was New Frontier. It was weird that was one of the few that got through. But I'm very excited for this change as long as it's implemented well. And time will tell. And we shall see. It'd be cool, though. But yeah, if it's not retroactive and it's not applied to every game, I don't see the point. If they want to add a point value to it, that'd be fine. But then it would be like, then it would just like boost people's scores out of nowhere. I don't know if I don't really care for that. It feels weird. So that's kind of where I stand on a couple things going on in the game world. And, they're just my journal, just me talking. I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about. Oh, Gears of War multiplayer looks fucking amazing. I'm so excited for that. The siege mode looks incredible. I'm digging what they're doing with the slight changes. The movement might be an issue, but we don't know yet. I haven't played the demo or the beta or anything. I'm just going to wait until the game comes out because I got so much other stuff I want to play and try to complete before then. I am actually trying to complete 50 things, books, games, movies, all that stuff before Gears launches. I was kind of using that as an excuse to buy the Ultimate Edition, but for $300, I really just cannot justify dropping $300 for the stuff that's in the Ultimate Edition. And I'm not keen on the early access either because we've seen it. The servers go down or they don't work, and then it's like, well, there's $30 kind of wasted. So I'll wait and play on launch day, like a cheapo. But I love Gears of War. Maybe I'll even finish a couple more Gears of War books. I think I have like 2 or 3 left to complete. I have Coalition's End, which I believe takes place between 2 and 3. And then I have The Slab, which takes place during Marcus's incarceration in jail before the first game. So I cannot wait for Gears. I'm the stuff that they're talking about where there's some additional purchases you can make, but for the most part, everything's going to be unlockable in-game. Very exciting, very cool. And the new weapons, the weapon customization they allow in the Horde mode, I really like. Putting a bayonet on your Nasher is really cool. Like I said, so Horde Siege looks fantastic. It looks crazy. Big, huge maps. I'm really excited for that game. I cannot wait. It's really make me Jones for more Gears, and I have plenty of Gears to play. But I want to finish some other games first, so maybe I'll get 2 or 3 more games off my list for completions, and then I'll hop back into Gears. I was looking at my Xbox library, and man, I have like Gears 4, 5, Halo Infinite, Alan Wake, and I think like 1 or 2 other games that are 60 to 100 plus gigs, and Alan Wake is going to be the easiest one to knock off that list. So I think Alan Wake 2 is going to be one of my upcoming games, especially because Control Resonant comes out in September, and I want to. Oh shit, that's next month. I guess I'm playing Alan Wake this month at some point, or early next month. But yeah, a little bit of a kind of rushed episode, mainly because I'm recording in the kitchen, in case you couldn't hear. I just didn't want to be upstairs. I've been watching Sam all day, and this was really the only time I had to really bang this out. So, thanks for listening, everybody. If you could play the algorithm game, go down, give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if you're excited for the Platinum Achievement and your thoughts on Gears of War E-Day. It's going to be a great game, I have a feeling. And share this podcast with a game-loving friend. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm hoping I can do these a little more frequently, but, with Junior, you never know. So again, thanks for listening. Keep on hunting, boys and girls. Bye-bye.